Okay, I just gotta say something really quick. Really quickly. Just like very quick. Just like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's gonna take a while. So just buckle up, just take a deep breath, just be here with me now. Just tune in. Just turn it on and tune in and get tapped on. Tapped in, tuned on. This usually gets me going. But my message today is to do what you gotta do. Do it for you. Do it for you. What you gotta do what you do. Who? For you. You gotta do what you gotta for you. You gotta do what you gotta do, and you gotta do it for you. That's pretty much it. If you gotta do something, do it. And if you gotta do it for you. Do everything you do for you. Everything you do it for you. Because if we all agree that we're going to try to please one another and that we're going to be each other's servants and we're going to wait on each other hand and foot to make each other feel better, if we make that agreement with each other and we continue to make that agreement in our lives, in all our relationships, whether it be with our parents or our friends or our lovers, if we all are like, listen, I'm going to do this for you because I don't want to do it, but I'm going to do it to make you happy, then we are continuously teaching each other this lesson that we got to do things to make other people happy and that they should do that too. And so then it becomes this cycle and this chain, and all the chains are made linked. They're linked by this very faulty point. It's very, there's no strength in it. The foundation will crumble so quickly because we are all, who at the end, it's like, then who are we really trying to make happy? If you're doing it for somebody who's doing it for somebody else, who's doing it for somebody else, who's doing what they're doing for somebody else, who is this somebody else? And then you gotta check in, like, who is this? Who are we all even trying to make happy? Like, who, if you follow the trail, where does it lead? And I think what we end up finding is like, it leads to just pleasing like a status quo or following a status quo, rather than asking ourselves, getting to know ourselves, reflecting upon ourselves, what truly makes me feel happy? What makes me feel good? Like, you can go to a job and go to work and be like, I'm going because I need to make money. And you report to your boss and they're mad at you and you're like, what are you mad about? And they're like, I'm here because I need to make money. And it's like, then they report to somebody else who's higher up than them and it's like, they're mad. That person's also frustrated and mad because what are you doing all this for? For somebody else. So like, there's somebody else above, and then it's like that person, you go meet that higher up part of the bureaucracy, and they're doing it for somebody else, and it's like, you want to meet the person behind the curtain. It's like, if you've seen Wizard of Oz, it's like, who's this Wizard of Oz that everybody, you know, is so, you know, enchanted by? And then they open the curtain and it's just this guy, it's just this older guy, and everyone's like, you're the fucking Wizard of Oz? What? And so that's just my wild way of visualizing, like, who are we doing what we do for? And if it's for somebody else, why would we do that? Because if the ocean is made up of gazillion drops of water, and every drop counts. Every drop counts. If you change one drop of water in the ocean, then it changes the entire contents, the composition of the ocean itself. I mean, we see this with like oil floods. It's like, if oil gets into the water, it starts to pollute the water. It matters. Every drop and the quality of it and its characteristics and attributes matter to the ocean. And it's the same with us, and we forget that. It's like, If we're unhappy trying to make somebody else happy, we're not creating a happier world. Even if it seems like we momentarily are giving somebody else pleasure because of our behavior to please them and be of service to them, if we're not genuinely emanating, vibrating joy while we do something, why do it? You're a person in this world, so you have to be happy for us to have a happy world. You can't be in suffering and say this is getting towards a happier world. That just ain't it. That's just not how it works. So I just come today to make that message so clear to myself and hopefully make it clear to some of you, like, whoa, we gotta do what we wanna do. Even if it's like, this is a little scary, this is a little weird, like, I don't know, I might lose all my friends, I might lose the support of my family. It's like, you want to do what you want to do for a reason. It's birthed in you for a reason, for a purpose. And so we owe it to ourselves and nobody else to have the type of life experience we want. Whatever that looks like, whatever that means, whoever you need to not have in your life anymore, and so anybody you need to cut off, if that means that you need to move to Idaho and just walk around naked, and you're just like, but I can't because so and so, it's like, by us being ourselves, it gives other people permission to be themselves. Like, wait, this person's not giving a fuck, like, that kind of reminds me that, like, I don't need to give a fuck. The more of us that decide not to give a fuck, the more of us, the more it allows others to have that same realization, to have that same awakening. But if we all agree to put the collar on and put the, muzzle on ourselves and our lives, we just keep reinforcing that type of life for one another. Somebody has to break the chains. Somebody has to be the one to be the pioneer who chooses the path less traveled upon. And so I feel like by me posting these videos, it's partly a part of that. Like, it'd be easier for me not to, but it's getting to the point where it's just bothering me that I don't. So I just gotta go with my gut, go with my soul. And I wish that for all of us. And I know that if I feel it, then I'm awakening the whole world right now to that feeling. So, namaste.